Gold just printed a bullish candle, but this could be a trap before a deeper correction or a recovery toward 5,000. Most traders don't understand what's really driving this market. In this breakdown, I'll show you where smart money is positioning, the 3 key macro forces shaping gold's next move, and my precise trading roadmap for the week. If you trade gold seriously, stay to the end. This is how you stay ahead of the move before it happens. Macro outlook. 3 key forces driving gold. Force number 1, US dollar dynamics, DXY. The US dollar remains the most important counterforce to gold. Understanding its next move is critical for gold traders. DXY technical breakdown. Starting with the monthly chart, the index remains in a long-term uptrend and has been consolidating within the 96 to 100 range for more than 10 months. If the monthly candle closes above 101.5, it could trigger a strong bullish expansion toward 110, 114, or even 120. On the weekly chart, the DXY formed a bullish pin bar, showing strong buying pressure around the 99 support level. However, price has not yet managed to close firmly above 100, which means it may need more time to consolidate before breaking this resistance and moving toward 101.5. It is also worth noting that the market is forming a double bottom pattern with clear RSI bullish divergence and a failed breakdown, which increases the probability of a strong bullish move if price breaks above 101.5. Shifting to the daily chart, price is still trading within an ascending channel and consolidating around the 100 resistance level. This time is different from previous consolidations because the market has already managed to close above 100 on the daily time frame and has held above this level for several days, indicating strong buying pressure and suggesting that the DXY may continue to recover in the coming sessions. Here's the catch. The DXY's next move won't just impact gold, it could rewrite the short-term trading landscape entirely. The dollar is the battlefield where gold reacts first and everything else follows. Force number 2, geopolitical risks. While DXY drives short-term moves, geopolitics remain the deeper structural force supporting gold's long-term strength. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated significantly. The United States has deployed multiple aircraft carrier groups and is coordinating with Israel in military actions against Iran, with the conflict spreading across the region. Meanwhile, Russia-Ukraine peace talks have shown some progress, but no agreement has been reached. Until a concrete resolution emerges, global uncertainty will likely continue supporting gold as a safe haven asset. This isn't just political noise, it's a clear escalation in global tension, and gold consistently reacts to these developments. Now let's look behind the charts at institutional flows shaping gold's next move. Finally, institutional activity. While retail traders often react to price, institutional flows tend to position ahead of major market shifts. SPDR Gold Trust showed relatively low activity last week, adding only 1 ton of gold. Over the past 2 sessions, they've accumulated 4 tons after previous sell-offs, suggesting they are still watching both gold and the DXY before committing. When capital of this magnitude moves, retail traders get trapped chasing momentum, while institutions have already built their positions ahead of the move. This rally isn't random, it's being driven by a rare alignment of dollar dynamics, geopolitical risk, and institutional positioning. Now let's turn to the charts and see what gold is really telling us. Gold technical analysis. First, congratulations to everyone who followed last week's outlook and executed the sell setups around the 4,800 level. That position is now delivering more than 2,000 pips so far. In earlier analyses, we also highlighted the key support around 4,100 well before the market reacted. Many of these high-probability levels were shared earlier with traders in our private Telegram community before the market reacted. We also share intraday market updates and deeper breakdowns there. Let's break down the charts across multiple timeframes, weekly, daily, and H4. Step by step, here's what the market is really showing. Starting with the weekly chart, price moved up to 4,800 as we projected in the previous week. Although gold is still trading within a descending channel, buying pressure is starting to return as the DXY has not yet made a strong move higher. There's a high probability that gold will retest the 4,800 resistance next week, and if this level is broken, price could continue toward 4,900 to 5,000 before another correction occurs. Shifting down to the daily, the clearest window into gold's next move, gold is showing a decent recovery, but it is still trading below the MA20, which suggests that this move is currently a retracement rather than a confirmed trend reversal. Selling pressure is appearing near the descending trend line combined with the 4,800 resistance, while the weekly candle closed bearish with a long lower wick, indicating strong buying interest around the 4,500 to 4,600 support zone. There's a high probability that gold will continue to consolidate within the 4,500 to 4,800 range for some time. If 4,800 is broken, gold could move up to test 4,900 to 5,000, while if 4,500 holds, price may retest the stronger support zone at 4,300 to 4,400 before recovering again. Now let's move to the H4 chart, where things get even more interesting. On the H4 timeframe, gold is trading within an ascending channel. After rejecting the 4,800 resistance, price pulled back to the 4,550 support and is now showing signs of recovery. With the current structure, my base scenario is a move back toward the 4,750 to 4,800 zone, followed by another rejection, unless we see a clean breakout above 4,800. This structure gives traders a clear multi-time frame view. The broader uptrend is starting to fade, with increasing selling pressure and the DXY rebound acting as key drivers that could push gold into a deeper correction. Now here's the part most traders wait for, the exact levels I'm watching this week. Let's move into the trading plan for the week ahead.
Trading plan, April 6th to 10th, 2026. First sell zone, 4,940 to 5,000. Weekly resistance, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 5,002. Targets, 4,903 to 4,853 short, 4,703 to 4,603 mid, 4,503 to 4,003 long. Second sell zone, 4,840 to 4,900. Daily resistance, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,902. Targets, 4,803 to 4,753 short, 4,703 to 4,603 mid, 4,503 to 4,003 long. Pro tip, false breakout, wait for the retest, re-enter for clean profits. Remember, probabilities don't guarantee outcomes, but they keep us disciplined. Third sell zone, 4,740 to 4,800. Nearest H4 resistance, 80% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,802. Targets, 4,703 to 4,653 short, 4,603 to 4,503 mid, 4,403 to 4,003 long. First buy zone, 4,100 to 4,225. Weekly support, discount zone, round number, 90% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,087. Targets, 4,247 to 4,297 short, 4,307 to 4,397 mid, 4,407 to 4,997 long. Second buy zone, 4,300 to 4,425. Daily support, round number, 85% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,287. Targets, 4,447 to 4,497 short, 4,607 to 4,597 mid, 4,607 to 4,997 long. Third buy zone, 4,500 to 4,625. Nearest H4 support, round number, 80% price reaction. Stop loss, 4,487. Targets, 4,647 to 4,697 short, 4,707 to 4,797 mid, 4,807 to 4,997 long. Gold doesn't move randomly. It moves where liquidity, macro pressure, and institutional capital align. Want to stay ahead of the move? Join our Telegram for real-time intraday updates and market direction. Trade with structure, trade with discipline. Master gold, master the market. See you in the next breakdown.